Hello there, boys and girls. We are joined by a new member of our kindergarten class. I'd like you to meet Susie the Snake.
Hi there, boys and girls. My name's Susie, and I'm 5.
Yes, that's right. 5 is just the right age for entering kindergarten. Susie is one of Sally's many babies, and she just dropped her off the day for kindergarten.
I'm excited. You know what? Next birthday I'll be 6.
That's true. 5 plus 1 equals 6.
I'll do a good job, Mrs. Neve.
Susie, I know you will, and I know sometimes things are a little scary the first day of school, so don't worry, your friends are going to make you feel right at home. Right, Charlie Brown?
Right, Mrs. Neve.
Right, Tabitha?
Right, Mrs. Neve.
They are sitting crisscross applesauce, hands in their lap, ready to go for carpet time. Susie, this could be a problem. She doesn't have hands, arms, or legs. So instead of sitting crisscross applesauce, why don't you just sit in a nice coil?
Oh, like this, Mrs. Neve?
That would be perfect. You sit right over here, do a really good job, and we will earn some points on the clipboard. Now I'm going to give Susie a point right now for just being a brave snake and coming in on her first day of class. So Susie, you have point 1 in your working for your very first set of 10. Now Charlie Brown has sat down nicely too, so I'm going to give Charlie Brown a point. Charlie, you had 5 last time, so 1 more makes what?
6, Mrs. Neve. 5 plus 1 equals 6.
That's right, Charlie. Now, Charlie, you've got 6 points now. How many do you need to get 10?
7, 8, 9, 10. 4 more, Mrs. Neve.
That's right. What's your equation, Charlie?
6 plus 4 equals 10.
Excellent. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. You can earn some points at home too from Mom. Okay, let's go ahead and read our information on the board. Yesterday was Wednesday. So if yesterday was Wednesday, that means today is, correct, Thursday. There's our special sound, TH, Thursday. Okay, let's get that up there. Take yesterday was down, Wednesday down, and up Thursday goes. Notice after the TH, you do have the UR special sound, making the sound Blend it together, you've got Thursday. Alrighty, let's go ahead and read the rest of the information. The month is May. The season is spring. Today is Thursday. Okay, we are ready to fill in the calendar. Let's slide over. Susie would be good at this. Snakes are very good at slithering, of course. Okay, I'll slither over too, kind of. Alrighty, we figured out that it's Thursday, so let's follow down the Thursday column. There's our TH, Thursday. We'll follow it down. Let's see, the 7th was the first Thursday in May, and now we are at the second Thursday in May. So we need the number that comes after 13. It's a little shiny. There, now you can see it. The number that comes after 13, and what picture will it be for the May pattern? If you said 14 on the red flower, you are correct. Now, I know when you say 14, you're going to think the 4 comes first, right? Because you hear 4 first. It doesn't. Remember, in the teen family, the 1 comes first. This is a 14. 2-digit number, 1 comes first. Alrighty, let's slide our 14 in, and we are ready for you to say today's date. Start with the day of the week, Thursday. Nice. Let's say it together now. Today is Thursday, May 14th, 2020. All right, very good. We're going to slide back over and take care of the weather. Here we are. Alrighty, taking a look outside. Ooh, quite a difference from yesterday, huh, with the cloudy skies. I'm going to call it partly sunny. Definitely, because I see some blue skies out there, but there's a few clouds. So let's check off partly sunny. Winds are calm. I don't think we'll put windy up there. Let's go ahead with chili. I have it back up there. There's our CH special sound. Chili. Another one of those H blends, just like TH. We've got CH. Let's check that off. Chili. And how chilly is it? Let's check the temperature. I've got the phone here. And here's the temperature. Where are we at? 52 degrees. So let's get Apple 52. Here it is. We've got 52. Now, yesterday at about this time, we were at 50 degrees. So since 52 is greater than 50, we're a little bit warmer this morning. Let's go ahead and move our degree symbol onto the 52. Check. There we go. And I will get 52 up by the thermometer. Excellent. All right. Time to slide over and practice our Bible verse. Now, you've probably already said this one for mom or somebody at home because it's a short one. It is. But the hard thing is to do it, because we don't want to just learn the words to "You are the light of the world." That's easy. We want to do it too, to be a sunbeam for Jesus. Okay, let's go ahead and say it 3 times. Ready? First time. You are the light of the world. Second time. You are the light of the world. And the third time. You are the light of the world. Boys and girls, let your light shine. Shine all over your house. Shine all over Spokane Valley or Green Acres or Liberty Lake, wherever you live. Let your light shine for the Lord. All righty. Very good. Okay, well, I am seeing that Tabitha is sitting crisscross applesauce hands in her lap. Tabitha, I'm going to go ahead and give you a point on the clipboard. Thank you, Mrs. Neve. Let's see, Tabitha had 7 points before. So 7 plus 1, what's that, Tabitha? 8. Right, the plus 1 rule. So now you have 8 points, Tabitha. How many more points do you need to get 10? 8, 9, 10. 2 more points. That's right. What's your equation, Tabitha? 8 plus 2 equals 10. She is correct. So if 8 plus 2 equals 10, we know that the twin is also going to be true. 2 plus 8 equals 10. So when you have 2 points, you know you need 8 more, right? Right. Okay. Well, let's go on to the next thing. We have a fun activity page for you to do this week, and it is called The Castle. Looks like fun, doesn't it? Well, I'm going to set the paper up on the stand here so it'll be easier. I'm going to go ahead and turn our computer this way so you can see it. There we go. Now, as you can see, in our castle, we've got a graph here. So we're going to be doing a math picture to see which kind of block shape they used the most when they built this castle. And it's a pretty cool looking castle, isn't it? They've got really fancy lettering here, but it does say The Castle. And of course you've got your king and queen there. That's people that live in the castle. Well, let's go ahead and look at what block shapes were used in the building of this castle. The first one, I guess I better bring this back close because it'll be easier to see. We're going to start with just the first one on your graph there. And that one is called a semicircular arch. Now, I checked our block set and for a semicircular arch, and we didn't have one exactly. We did have an arch. An arch is a shape like that. You see it with bridges. If this was a semicircular arch, it would be circled at the top. And semi means half, so it's a half circle. So semicircular. It makes sense, doesn't it? Now, the kind of arch we had in our block set is called a flat arch because it's flat at the top. So yeah, that makes sense too. So we're going to be looking for how many semicircular arches are in this castle. The next shape they have on the list is it looks like a triangle there. Now, if it were flat like a picture, you'd call it a triangle. But when it kind of pops up like that, I found one in our block set. It's called a prism. Prism. Not a prison with N at the end, like, a jail cell where Peter was thrown into prison. This is a prism with the M at the end, prism. And it's a shape like this. So you're going to be counting how many prisms they used in the building of this castle. The next shape on your list is this one right here. Looks kind of like a tube, doesn't it? I did find one. We have those in our block set. Here it is. And this kind of shape, if you recall, is called a cylinder. A cylinder. You could roll it. A cylinder shape at your house. You could look in the pantry. You probably have some cans of soup or cans of beans. Cans are cylinder shapes too. Okay, so you've got your cylinders that we'll be counting to see how many of those there are. The next shape is this one right here. And it looks like a square. Again, it's kind of like the triangle. If it were flat on like a picture, you'd call it a square. But when it's a block like this, where it pops up some, cuboid. Cuboid. We've seen cuboids before, haven't we? So we're going to be counting these, this type of cuboid, which has a square on it, to see how many of those are in our picture. And then there's one more shape they used in the building of this castle. And it's this one right down here, which is like a rectangle. If it were flat on a picture, it would be. I found one in our block set, and this is another cuboid. So there you've got your cuboid that has a rectangle shape on the top. All right, so we'll be counting how many of those are in your castle graph. Now, the easiest way to count them and keep track of them is to color as you go. There is no color code. You can color it any colors you want, but I'm going to show you a way that will be easier. Now, I'm going to start with the semicircular arch because that's the one they have at the top. And I'm going to decide to do my semicircular arches red. You could do any color you wanted. So I've got my red crayon here. And I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to color the one here red that's on the page. Get that colored in. Okay, there's my semicircular arch. Looking for, of course, we noticed they topped it with a semicircular arch, so let's color that one red. There we are. Looking for any more. Oh, there's another one right there. So let's put red on that one. We're making that one red. Any other semicircular arches that you see? And you can, of course, be looking at your paper at home, too. Oh, thank you. Yes, there's one right there, isn't there? So let's go ahead and color in that one red. Good. Now, any more? Do you see any more semicircular arches? No, I don't either. So let's go ahead and count. Now, we're not counting the one down here. This is just to show us what shape we're graphing. So we're just counting the semicircular arches in the picture. And you can see, of course, there's 1, 2, 3 of them. So this graph is going across. And I know in some of the graphs we've done in class, like your Fruit Loop graph and your M&M's graph, we actually drew like an M&M or a Fruit Loop in the box. It'd be hard maybe to draw some of these shapes. So I think what we'll do instead is just color in the whole square. So I need to color in 1, 2, 3 of these squares because there's 3 semicircular arches. So I'm going to color in the whole square. I'm going to do it red since my semicircular arches are red. There's 1 box, 2 boxes, and now the 3rd box. There we go. Whoops. Okay, we're off to a good start. So now you have the idea of how to do this graph. I'm not going to show you anymore. You're going to be on your own, but I know you're going to do a great job. If you're going in the order here, your triangle-shaped one, the prism, would be next. I'd choose a different color, whatever color you choose on the semicircular arch, choose a different one for your prisms, and find all the prisms that you can, color them as you go, and then count them up and graph them. And it'll be interesting to see when you're done which shape they use the most of in building of their castle. Now on your graph, you do have numbers along the bottom, so not only will it be easy to see which is the most just by which one of these bars is the longest, they even call this a bar graph, which one of these bars is the longest, you'll also be able to tell at a glance how many there are of each shape. If I follow this down here, there's 3, of course, 3 of the semicircular arches. Now, something else you can do, if you happen to have a block set at home, is you could have fun building blocks, and you could make your own castle. If you wanted, you could try to recreate the castle they have in the picture. I'm just going to start one. It's kind of hard to do on the bin that I'm going to use so that you can see it, but I'm going to give it a try. I'll be using the picture as my guide there. So I'm going to take this down, and we are going to need the picture, of course. Take the stand down and move these out of the way. All kinds of things go into the making of these videos, huh? Don't worry, everything's fine. We're going to move this bin a little closer, and I'm going to use this bin to try to build my castle on. We'll see how it goes. So to build my castle like the one in the picture, I'm going to start at the bottom. That makes sense, right? We're going to build up. It wouldn't work to build down, would it? No. And so I'm going to need some of these square cuboids here. And I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So let's get 6 of those. Just a minute. I've got a bin of blocks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, there might be more of these cuboids, the square cuboids, in your castle picture, so don't just think there's only 6 and think, oh, I just have to color in 6 squares now, right, Mrs. Neve? There might be more. There's just 6 along the bottom, right? Okay. So how do I have to arrange these 6 cuboids? I'm going to put them in sets of 2, aren't I? There's 2 here, and 2 here, and 2 here. 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6. Okay, so let's get a set of 2 right here. There we go. A set of 2 right there. And a set of 2 over here. I need some space in between each set. Let's see if I turn the, nope, wrong way. There, now you can see them all. Okay, now what do I need next? I've got my 6 cuboids there. Oh, I need some of the semicircular arches, don't I? So I need 2 of those to go across there. Let's see, I've got 2. Now I don't have the semicircular arches in our set. I've got the flat arches, but that should work. And by the way, if you have a block set at home and you're building the castle here, if you don't have the exact shapes, you can improvise like I'm doing. You just kind of work with what you have and make it work. Okay, so I've got my 2 flat arches that I'm putting there between the sets of 2, right? Okay, let's see what we got next. Oh, we've got the cuboids here that look more like rectangles, don't we? I need 1, 2, 3 of those, and they are standing up on top of my 2 square cuboids there, huh? So I need 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. Now, this is the tricky part, trying to get them up here on this bin that can be a little shaky, but let's see how I can do. I'm going to start with the one in the middle because I might have to adjust my flat arches there. There's one there. Hey, it worked. And I'm going to put one up on this side. Will it stay? Yay! And then I need one more at the other end. Will it work? Oh, come on, Mrs. Neve. This one could be tricky. Oh, got it. Yay. Wow, it's working. I'm not going to try to build it any higher because I think it's going to come tumbling down, just like the walls of Jericho, if I keep building here. If you're building yours on the floor, though, it will be better. So that's how I did it, and you can do that too. Just start at the bottom, work your way up, see what shapes you need. And of course, you'll be counting, when you count the shapes for your graph, you'll know exactly how many of those shapes you'll need when you build the castle. So have fun with that, boys and girls. I know I did. And let's see, I need to reward some of our classmates here that did a good job during carpet time. Let me grab my clipboard. Susie. Yes, Mrs. Neve. Come on up, dear. Yes, Mrs. Neve. You did a good job sitting in your coil. Thank you, Mrs. Neve. Do I get a point? You do, dear. So remember, we gave her a starter point for doing a good job on her first day coming in. So Susie, you had 1 plus 1 more. What does that equal? I can't count on my fingers because I don't have them. I'll loan you mine. 1 plus 1, 2. Right, so she's got 2 points now. Now, Susie, here's the tricky part. If you have 2 points, how many more do you need to get 10? I remember, because Tabitha, she has 8 points, and 8 plus 2 equals 10, so the twin is true, right? 2 plus 8 equals 10? That's right, Susie. Boy, she's quick, isn't she? We snakes usually are. Okay, so 2 plus 8 equals 10, so you need 8 more points to get a set of 10 and get into the reward box. Oh, I can hardly wait. You're off to a great start, dear. Keep doing a good job. You too, boys and girls. Keep doing a great job today. God bless you, and we will see you next time. Love you. Remember, God has a plan. Let your light shine.